got a few on your table. I want to.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
What? You need two?
Let's go ahead and check those out. Lou and Mike Show, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started here. Tables have filled up, and folks are coming around. So I'm gonna do a little business here, and then we're gonna move around the room. Oh, pretty cool, huh? Those came from the island down off the boot of Italy. There was a woman who sold me a whole bunch of those in a group, and 25 each. If you want to get two of them, I'll go 20 each.
This one. Take this one.
Okay. We'll go 30 for the pair.
Yeah, take those two for now.
Okay. Isn't that cool? I mean, they are so sparkly. And when you get this radio coating out in the sun, it's gold. It looks like gold fleck. So, if you'd like one of those, please give it a new home. They're pretty cool.
Okay.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
What do you call the three you say no? Hey, Bill. Hey, Bob. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, how are you? You guys already loaded up, huh? Loaded up.
Hey.
We're out of fingers. Get out of the choice. Hey.
Okay. I walk on the bottom.
Give one to a friend.
Oh, great. Thanks, Michael.
Yep.
Yeah, you need a card?
Hi, how you doing, Lulu? Lou and Mike Show, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you live coverage of Saturday morning at Hummingbird Hollow, Porterville, California.
Let me out of here.
Morning, Marge. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Hey, Bill.
Watch it, he's taking the picture.
I know.
You're not going anywhere, are you?
No, not anymore.
Jimmy already told me I have to blur his face out in everything. He's wanted man.
Already done my time.
Wanted man in Texarkana. Wanted man in New Orleans. I know. Don't give up my day job. Morning, Jim. Uh-oh. Linda's waving her finger at me. I think that means she wants me to show her on. Huh? You know what? That was like water under the bridge, man. It's all good.
Yeah, I moved your stuff down there, okay? Cool.
Electric blue.
I'm going to sell everything here. All of it. Go home with empty boxes, Wayne.
Ooh, there's one I haven't seen in a little while. Look at that. A USLD McLaughlin. These are interesting because they have no inner skirt. And they're embossed USLD. Hence the name. This has to be a reproduction, but I don't remember where or who. It's like a baby Battleford, but it's like a really cool cobalt teal thing going on there. See if I can capture it. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that interesting? I didn't realize somebody had reproduced the baby Battlefords. Huh. Interesting. Everybody likes cobalt. This EC&M's been tumbled. There's a very nice finish on it, and it is in pretty good condition except for that base chip. Jade milk. That's a pretty one. Couple of Cal 130s. Beautiful telegraph insulators right there. Classic Western glass. There's another Western classic. An exceptional citrine. Hi, Sue.
Good morning, everybody. Can I have everybody's attention real quick, please?
Morning, Michael.
All you dealers, we have, for new dealers in particular, we have a raffle every year to help pay for our show. And if you could donate some items for the two tables over there and put a popcorn box in behind your item. Speak up, I can't hear you. Okay, let me try it again. We have a raffle every year to help pay for the show. So if you could donate a couple of items on the table, then we can we'll have a raffle. I'll be selling raffle tickets, to help pay for the show. So we really appreciate your support, and we're very happy you're here. So I'm going to come by with raffle tickets in a few minutes. And just put your items over there on the wet east side. You can see right there. Thank you.
A little bit of roughness behind the 1898. Otherwise, pretty good. No problem. You're welcome.
There years ago. Yeah. All of these other, there's so many movies that I really don't know. We've been out this way. He wants to go his no, there's a lot of people that I don't know. I'm just the old.
Those of you unfamiliar with the San Francisco wooden may or may not know that you've got some versions of this insulator with an inner skirt and some without an inner skirt. So there's a cool battery rest. These are usually a little bit nicked up, but this one's in great condition. A little bingo right there, but otherwise beautiful. Oh, somebody's unpacking. Let's go see. Bill Harrison? Is that what's happening? Who's unpacking over here?
I am.
You are?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you down from Tracy?
No, Manteca.
Manteca. Okay, there's Lulu. Hi, Lulu. No, you got the program down. You're letting them unpack for you. There you go.
They're not unpacking. They're putting them all back.
Uh-oh. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Obviously, you know the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. God. That's a cartoon, but no, that was in a movie.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, I mean, what's good?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Hunter. Really good.
It looks like
But I need some water.
crumble cinnamon to me. You need water?
Some water to help me
Yeah.
get down.
Wash it down. Let me go see if I can find you water. Let's go get Bill a water. Let me see. Get over here and get Bill a water. Oh yeah. Here we go. We'll get him a water. Yeah.
For him?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll water him up.
Oh, come on.
I triple him. Well, we get the book out and look at the book and then I say,
Bill's got his water.
these are too high.
All right, I got to knock that one off the inventory.
God, I can't open this.
Everybody's getting their food situation handled. Hey, Scott, good morning. Hi, Patrick. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have a strawberry. Excuse me while I have a strawberry. Or two. Yum. Well, somebody knows the Muffin Man. I'm going to have the last pumpkin muffin. Yes, indeed. Mark's getting the water ready. Dave Brown got the coffee ready. I wonder if there's any left. Oh, yeah. Now, people don't drink coffee like they used to, do they? I don't know. Morning, Wesley. Glad you could join the broadcast. We have some tomato rosemary bread. We have, let's see what we have here. This is the, oh yeah, that's the barbecued pork. Yes. Now I need a shot of milk for that. And let's do that. Hopefully there's still hopefully I can get into this thing. It's not letting me flip the lip. There it went. Get some leche. That is the most useless flip lip cup. But hey, this is the elixir of the gods, ladies and gentlemen. Skol. Ah, yes indeed. That's Dave Brown coffee right there. The man knows how to make it. Okay. I'm going to rescue my muffin. For those of you who do a feed, you know that the population of the show tends to spike right around lunchtime. Here's the raffle table. Two of them, actually. When Hummingbird Hollow was first conceived as a venue for Insulator shows, it was already a professional venue for Mark and Diana. But we put up these arms 25 years ago now. This is an anniversary year for us. We put up these arms, and all of us worked together on ladders with hammers and saws to make the pins and put the insulators up. And the founders donated, and this is the kind of thing that we had for the original founders of the show.
I got tickets to sell for the raffle.
Uh-oh. Give him a ringy dingy. Hey, Stu. Your can? Tell us about this can. Let's walk over here if you want to.
Okay.
Give me a... Stuart's going to... I want to make sure he's allowed to give us a 5-minute tour. Sometimes linemen are a little cagey about where they get their goodies. What's the story here?
A friend dropped it off at the house.
Really?
He already cleaned it out and had no room for it. So
Uh-oh.
I knew I could find somebody to rehome it to.
What kind of voltage you looking at for a can like that?
That was a 4160 7200, I think, what the tag says.
And is that just a two-phase and
Yep,
it's
single phase transformer.
and that's used for ag or for a house or what?
This will be used for a house.
Yeah.
120, 240 volt.
And 200 amp service?
No, yeah, easily. A
Easily.
few of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you could do 400 amp service off something like that.
Yeah.
Right on.
Several houses, especially in the hood. They'll put 10 houses on that.
Oh, I see 10 houses on that. There you go. Right on. So, and you say you founded a new home. What's up with that? How'd you do that?
I brought it here and stood here with it until Kat came over and said she needed it.
Oh.
So it's going to go to
Brody Ranch?
Brody Ranch.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, it's all 50 pounds now.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. I wonder if it turns out to be a mailbox or what.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. That's interesting. Lou, did Kat call Bill and ask? Well, okay. Well, thanks, Stu. That's cool, man.
Yeah, no problem.
New cans are good. They're hard to get. No, right on.
Yeah, they don't usually fall off the truck.
Say again?
They don't fall off the truck.
No, they don't. Yeah.
Not coming for medicine, probably.
Well, we're there to catch them when it happens, right? Right. Well, this gentleman's over here drawing, and I saw some artwork that I enjoyed. I wanted to share it with you, and we'll talk to the artist, and we'll get ourselves a little story here. Let him introduce himself and give us an idea about his inspiration. It's my personal favorite. There's a story behind this one, and I wanted to give our guest a chance to share. Sir, welcome to the Lou and Mike Show. How are you?
Fine, I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us an opportunity to interview you. Can you tell us a little story about this Insulator picture over here?
Yes, last year I was invited, my first year, and I had this posted out here. I really enjoy being with these insulators. My friend Bob and Mark, they've been insulators for a long time.
Right on.
And so since I got the invitation, I decided to do a couple of paintings.
Cool.
Well, I had a sitting here, and I had a gentleman, really nice, friendly fella, very interested in. I said, "Oh, but I'm right here. Come by anytime." So several hours had gone by, and I decided to donate it to the table
Oh, the raffle.
for the raffle.
Yeah, we just went by the raffle table a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought, hey, this would be a good little token of my first year here. So I went ahead and donated. They had the raffle. This young lady over here got the ticket.
Oh.
Immediately she was covered with a couple of guys that wanted to buy it from
Begging her to buy it?
Yeah.
No way.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
She felt bad about denying them, but they just didn't come through.
Well, how did you end up getting the picture back here?
Well, actually, I redid it.
You redid it.
I redid it. I took a photo of it, and I thought, okay, a lot of times I don't do that, but especially when now it belongs to somebody else.
Sure.
So I went home and I did a couple of quick sketches of it. And I go, okay, I remember doing the wire and all.
So
that.
this is a drawing from a photo.
From a photo. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, and it turned out pretty good. and it inspired me to do the drawing, the painting next to it. And so I started doing a couple of other insulators.
Are you using colored pencil?
No, these are done with pastel and acrylic.
Pastel and acrylic on what?
On art paper, it's kind of a thick.
Yes, a heavy gauge like cotton rag.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
And usually some of them I'll touch them up with some colored pencil and
Oh yeah.
watercolor on a couple of them.
Yeah, man, your wood grain and your perspective on this are just excellent.
It turned out really good. I really liked it, and I did some driving around, looking at some of the poles that are up and about, and I would take a couple of quick snapshots of them, so I can get used to the kind of wood that they are used, and some of them are pretty bad shape.
Yes, they are.
As they are, and so I went ahead and got inspired and did a couple of others, and they're gone.
Yeah, and I notice we got something here that shows a little bit of the down the street. Can you talk about this for just a bit?
Oh, sure. I had come up with the idea when I was drawing, and basically what it was trying to get the image of the distance of where insulators and the poles are.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people here that are very, very familiar with it, but some people just don't know.
Right.
You know, they don't know where they come from. What are they? You know, they look at it as it's a decorative item, and they
Exactly.
okay, what's the
Exactly.
history behind these things?
Yeah.
And I need to get educated.
There you go.
You know, since it was my friend's idea, and I said, well, shoot, you know, I need to get these things on paper and canvas, and I enjoy it.
Excellent.
I'm an artist. I've been an artist for pretty much all of my adult life.
Right on.
I even had an opportunity to work for Walt Disney Productions as an animation artist, which wasn't my field of working, but I'll take what I can get. Obviously, I didn't get the position, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Did you serve overseas?
Yes, sir, I did.
Where'd you serve?
I served in Vietnam. I was on a destroyer.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I did a drawing.
Excellent. Hoorah.
I did a drawing of the ship that I sailed on.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Is it a frigate?
No, it's a destroyer.
A destroyer, 852. Which one?
The USS Leonard F. Mason.
Leonard F. Mason.
DD 852 was your hull number.
DD 852, diesel destroyer.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And at the time, they were doing a transition from diesel to steam to diesel, whichever was more economical for the Navy.
Oh.
And now she's gone, and they sunk her. Taiwan bought it from the United States, and then I don't know. I guess they decided they didn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
So they put her out to sea, made a reef out of her, which was even a good cost.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, when I served, they were converting them over to some kind of a turbine generator. They would put like a great big, turbine motor inside them.
Yes.
And they were super nimble. They could control the turbine speeds and turn on a dime.
That's basically what my job was down in the engine room, was controlling the steam.
You were a pit snipe.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Right on.
4 long years in Nam. That was
You were a machinist mate?
Yes.
Right on.
Yes,
so you made what? MM2, MM3, MM1?
Yeah, MM1.
Right on.
I had a couple of issues with going on different cruises, which I didn't mind really. The sailor's a sailor. Just go. And then I was getting short term, so I had my 4 years coming up. So what I did, instead of staying in the Navy, I joined the Merchant Marines, and I sailed on tankers and freighters and cargo ships, and I went and saw the whole rest of the world.
Come on.
Including Antarctica.
No way. Yeah. You went inside the circle. You got a blue nose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. That was,
man, I'm jealous. You jumped over to the Merchant Marines. What was your job there?
I was basically, I kind of changed around a little bit. I was a crane operator for a while. I worked down in the engine room, taking care of the boilers and everything as well, and of course the steam and diesel. And
nice.
I just kept doing all kinds of
stuff.
It wasn't really like just a set thing.
No.
You had different. You were just a different hat every time you walk around.
Right on. How big was the crew on that?
Oh my gosh. I think one of the best tankers I sailed on tankers primarily, mostly because of the money. I make a lot more money. And I also liked teaching new guys.
Sure.
Because they ask a question, hey, what's this? Oh, what's the boiler? Okay, we boil the water. But so I would get an opportunity to go talk to the people, the natives, of wherever country I'm at, learn a little bit about their language, their culture, and oh my gosh, I love sailing.
So you sailed the Pacific Theater?
Yes, and the Atlantic.
And the Atlantic Theater. Did you ever get to go through the ditch, the Suez Canal?
Both the Suez Canal and the Panama Canal.
Oh,
Many times.
Awesome. Many times.
Yes.
Wow.
I remember going through the Suez Canal, and we got approached several times. We're a civilian ship, okay? We got approached several times by pirates.
Pirates, absolutely.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, back in that era, the pirates weren't tech like they are now.
Yeah.
Everything was throw a grappling hook over the side and climb aboard and
Rappel.
steal whatever they can.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, sometimes it was a little terrifying getting a sword in your face.
Yep.
And telling you to get the heck out of the way so they can do their job and get going.
Wow.
And I thought,
so ships you were on were actually boarded by pirates?
Yes.
Come on.
Twice. 2 different ships, 2 different places.
Wow.
The Philippines and the Suez.
Philippines and the Suez.
Yes.
I'll be darned.
Yes. And I started thinking about it seriously, and I thought, well, maybe I'll try something else.
Nuts!
14 years of being out there is great. I love the ocean. It's in my blood.
It is.
And
I did 25.
I
know it.
Just like yourself, people look at me and say, well, you've been all over the world. Yeah, a lot of it was very, very good for me. I was younger, and I was always enthusiastic about the people that I meet, the things that I did, my job.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, this isn't always good for somebody. I like to settle down sometime.
Exactly.
It took me 46 years to find her, but I found her and I married her.
Right on. Yeah, I was 42 when I finally got out of the Navy and quit active duty. What was your favorite Liberty port, or what was your favorite port time visit you ever got, and where were you?
I would have to say, without a doubt, was New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand.
Oh.
And Christchurch in New Zealand is 2 islands, and that place is picturesque. You cannot go anywhere of that country and not fall in love with that country.
Wow. Very cool.
Absolutely. And they like Americans.
Yeah. And they speak a good form of English.
Yeah.
An interesting dialect.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I've been invited back so many times just to people that I'd meet. And, oh my gosh, talk about a feast. All
right.
They're going to eat good.
Well, sir, tell us your name.
My name is Nat Briones.
Nat Briones.
I was born in Hawthorne, California. Actually, I was born in Compton, of all places.
Right on.
Moved to Hawthorne and lived until I was 13 years old, and my parents decided to buy some property here in Visalia. Oh. And we had about 9.5 acres there.
Excellent.
And I got married after Vietnam and all my traveling issues, and I live presently now in Porterville.
Excellent. Excellent. Nat, is that short for Nathan?
No, it's short for Natividad.
Right on.
Yeah, the birthplace of Christ.
There you go.
So I always go by Nat. It makes it easier for everybody.
Sure. Well, if anyone is interested in your artwork and they'd like to get a hold of you, would you say that it's best to go through Bob or Mark, or is there any kind of a contact method that you would recommend, like Instagram or an email address?
Yes, that's true. I do have an Instagram account. The Instagram account is 15 Sailors on an Island.
The number 15?
The number 15 Sailors on an Island.
Okay.
Instagram. And I have a Facebook account. Just my name, Nat Briones, Briones. And I have my email, which is nbriones26@gmail.com.
Very good. nbriones26@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Excellent. Sir, thank you very much for visiting with us.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Welcome to Lou and Mike Show.
Hey, you bet. Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure to be here.
Good luck. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Very good.
All right. That was a fun interview. Let's go see who else we can find to talk to. I don't think we're going to find anyone that interesting anywhere else on the show floor. That looks, Lou's talking to Dee Dee, it looks like. Oh. All right. Well, the show's in full swing. We got all kinds of folks doing all kinds of business over here.
They're looking for the guys, the booth. They're running.
Somebody's looking for me?
That's your booth?
Yeah. Can you point out?
They're looking for you.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I've got some pretty good timing then. I guess I'll have to come over here and do business. Let's see. How y'all doing? See something you can't live without? Oh my goodness. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's the Brookfield Beehive, isn't it? Oh, that's in pretty good shape. Sure. Was there anything else you're interested in? Well, pick one of those that you like and let's talk about it. I'm not gonna railroad you. Don't worry. All right, grab that and put it down with your beehive there. And is there anything else that you see that you want to give a new home?
How much is this one? I don't
Okay.
know, but how much is it? It's really cute.
I think we can do all three of those for 20. But that's about the best I can do. Those two little ones you were just handling are from Poland, and it costs quite a bit to import them.
Oh.
And then the tall one, of course, is from the United States. So I can do all three of those for you for 20. Sold. He said,
Okay.
with a smile. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I think that fills my box.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me finish off that box. That's great. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. We're still getting up and drinking coffee in the morning.
Upright and moving forward.
Yes, sir.
That's it. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, it is. See anything you liking?
Yeah, I like that one on your table, but I'm not in that price range.
Oh, well, what price range are you in?
About 10% of that.
Oh, Lord. I can't do that.
I know you won't.
For you, the lowest I could go on that, $750. Dead mint condition.
That's beautiful.
And that's about twice what I paid for it 10 years ago, plus import. So I could probably go $750 on that for you.
Yeah.
Just to make you think about it. Huh.
I have one. I have no idea what it's worth today. A European one called the Frog.
Oh yeah, the frogs are going for like $4.75 to $5.50 right now, depending on whether it's perfect.
No, I mean the big one with a.
The big green one with the big bill that sticks out with the two holes in it.
No, I have
Right?
the ears one. Or the,
No? Oh, I'd have to see. Oh, you're talking about the two-piece.
no, it's not two-piece, but it's like it's offset at the top. Oh, hi there, young man.
sir. How are you, young man? Yeah.
I call everybody young man.
Cheers.
So we're
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's not a problem. We're sorting out nomenclature. He said he's got one nicknamed the Frog, and I'm confusing it with the Bustle, but the one that I call the Frog is the little two-piece Italian that screws apart that has the eyes, and I'm not sure, huh?
That's not the one. This one, there's like 25 known to exist type thing. and the guy, I forget his name, guy from Alaska.
Bernie Warren.
Yeah, he brought all of them that he could find back from Europe many years ago. It was one of the national shows.
Yeah.
And I bought it there.
Yeah, I can't pull the frog out of my index in my brain. So I don't know. Yeah.
So things going well?
So far, so good. Yeah, everybody's finding stuff they can't live without, and the show is good. And I think the lunch we're setting up is going to be excellent. So, yeah. And the tables are almost all full.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty good show.
Yeah. What's your show schedule look like? You going to be able to make it out to Mayor next week, Arizona, for Jim's get together?
Got something going next week.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping to get to the Springfield show.
Oh.
But I can't go that time either because we're going to the Galapagos Islands.
Oh my goodness, the Galapagos.
Yeah.
Fun.
Something that's been on my bucket list for a lot of years.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And we have some good friends that we travel with, and they travel more than they're home. And they say, "Oh, we just booked this trip. You want to join us?" So I hadn't thought about it, so.
You put it on the list, and next thing you know, you're going.
So Susan says, "Let's go." So yep.
Wow, very cool.
Like my financial advisor says, there's 3 phases to retirement.
Okay.
There are the go-go years where you go a lot of places, do as much as you can, whatever you can afford.
Okay.
There's the slow-go years when you can't do quite as much, and then there are the no-go years.
No-go.
And so you want to pack as much as you can in those first 2.
Yes, sir. Well, I'd be interested to hear from your travel advisor how that's modified in terms of a person who served in the military who went all over the world first in their hyper-go years. So I don't know. I was just speaking with a gentleman over there in the art corner who's served in Vietnam and served in the Merchant Marine and went all over the world. Now is.
In fact, yesterday morning I was working with an honor flight.
Oh.
You know the honor flight?
I don't.
They send veterans to D.C. for the weekend.
Oh.
And when I first started doing this over 10 years ago, it was World War II veterans only, and they opened it up to Korean War veterans.
Right.
And last year they opened it up to Vietnam veterans.
What are we doing?
And what's interesting is I volunteer work for that organization. And a year ago when they opened up to Vietnam, a friend of mine walks through the door because I greet the people as they arrive to the airport. And here's my buddy Skip. He says, "Hey Jules, what are you doing here?" I said, "Skip, what are you doing here?" And the funny thing about it, I've known him for about 25 years. I know his wife too. I went to their wedding. And I've always known him by Skip, and I never knew his real name until I saw him signing in and showing his ID. And now I know why he goes by Skip.
Uh-oh.
And I promise never to divulge his name.
Yeah. Well, for me, Jules is a much easier name to remember. I have always, and you're the only one I know in the hobby named Jules, so it's always been easy.
Named after my grandfather.
There you go.
I didn't pick it.
No.
Not many people do pick their name.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
good to see you. I'm going to roam around.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for stopping by. Lou and Mike Show, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you live coverage of the 25th anniversary annual Insulator show and sale at Hummingbird Hollow in Porterville, California. Just had a good conversation with Jules Broad, and he's out and about and getting ready to go to the Galapagos Islands, man. Golly. I mean, there are some places I'd still like to go, like Easter Island. I don't know. But anymore, I think about the logistics of travel and everything that's going on with that, and I wonder. I wonder.
She'll take it. Flower pots that actually have them. To put them in there, yeah. I have flower pots. That's a two-part.
I kind of put it like this because I know that we can't do the first roadie race picture to myself. Yeah, the weekend was very first one. It was like just a tailgate.
Morning, Darren. Morning, Ryan. Boy, for those of you who can accept a piece that's not absolutely dead mint, this one displays really, really well, and this is in that cool electric blue color. It has a little bit of bruising going on there, and a nick drip here and there, and this stuff in the back action. But man, displays mint. Beautiful electric blue piece. That's on Dwayne's table. Singing the blues over here, big time. And then this piece here I picked up. It's a slope shoulder, and it is junky to the max. If you like junky old stuff, this slope shoulder is very cool. It has tadpoles. It has all kinds of light milk throughout. Got that amber tadpole in the dome. It's a beautiful insulator. It has stress fractures. There's a significant one right there you can see in the skirt, but it goes all the way through the skirt, but it only goes up about 1/3 of an inch. It's a beautiful insulator. If you like slope shoulder, that's a cool piece right there. Another tadpole. Yeah, you can see it. There's a little olive tadpole there and another one in the dome. Cool piece. And then, of course, everybody loves a good citrine, right? Yeehaw. Yeehaw. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
How's the show going for you? Staying busy?
Yes.
All right. That's interesting. Look at the snow in that. Had to get that on a dark background to be able to see all the snow in that thing. It's amazing. Ooh. Look at that. Crazy. And that's a CD 152 number. Wow, is that a no-name number 44? Is that what that is? Let me see. Oh, number 48. A no-name number 48. Huh. Interesting. That's a cool piece. A snowy no-name number 48. Anybody looking for a pink Whitall Tatum? There's one right there.
Yeah. It was here
There's Doug. I'm going to talk to Doug. He's an interesting fellow. I want to hear him tell me about his brick collection. Going to ask him about his brick collection. You heard me right.
Yeah, it's got a
Take a picture.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's neat.
I've often I thought about having it.
That's cool.
But I think it's better this way. You don't see it. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me.
Funny how much bigger they look when you're looking at stuff. It doesn't mean anything.
And how much smaller they are when you're selling them. Yeah, it's really little when you're selling
Sorry.
them.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Those eyes today.
Yeah.
Show Doyle. He remembers that.
What's look at that.
You get the whole story on it.
Oh, that's pretty darn light, isn't it?
You held that in your hands at the auction, I bet.
How about that, huh?
You know, it's 10 years already, Mike.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was it 10 years?
2014. I thought it was 2013. And look at the tag on there.
Oh, yeah, it sure is.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the bottom of the Selby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top's right here.
Yeah. Man, I remember pulling that thing out of the attic. It was in an old single malt Scotch box. It was packed in with paper towels. It was 106 in the attic. I was laying on my belly. I was already completely covered with fiberglass insulation.
Not ready to quit.
Yeah, and it was brutal. But it was a discovery like no other I've ever made in my life, man. It was fun. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, I was going to outbid him on that at the
Yeah, he was.
I had a feeling sitting back there with a number, and I kept nodding. Yes, he wanted it so bad. I had planned on going to 4 on it.
I was going to go to 6.
And see, so it was a good thing. Good thing I just pulled out.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
You bought that?
So you can take the money.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet? I'm going to show it to Bill then.
That was the one that we had at the auction at the I think First Farmington National.
Oh, I know where there's a whole line of those.
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
Point it out to me.
Huh?
I love that.
Are you selling it? Or are you
I will in a minute.
Oh, man.
It's messed up. So, are you guys actually saying that Selby's about to change hands?
No.
Well, I don't know.
We're not saying anything.
Okay. We're not saying anything.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. That's right.
What do you want?
Those of you who understand Western glass will understand that you don't get a chance at one of these very often.
I mean, we've got an old 1955 trailer, and it's got running on.
Broken or not,
Yeah, it's bottom.
not too often you get a chance to buy a Cobalt Cal.
Yeah. I remember, I looked at both of them. I tried to do it. And when I don't know why I did
No, this is Bill Harrison's Insulator. and he's got 5,500 on it. But not too often you get a shot at one of these. A fluted cow.
He kept looking back like, she's not there ready. He's sitting here. He's
racing in the super modified nostalgia.
Yeah. He was like looking back. I'll never forget that. Okay, and then I got this.
What you don't want to do is put yourself in a position where 3 years from now you're saying, I had a chance at one, it was a little bit beat up, but I could have had it for $5,000 and I passed. Think seriously about before you decide to walk away from this. I mean, it's a fluted cow, beautiful insulator.
I think that was when I had bought it. Let me go get some.
Absolutely killer. Classic Western glass. Thanks for sharing the Selby, Bill.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate that. Height kata? You got your water? Height kata? All right, cool. How you doing? All right.
I brought 3 boxes. And got a little over a box left.
Excellent. That's usually the way it goes with you because you always bring cool stuff.
Yeah, I know. Boy, I tell you, I had some stuff everybody wanted. And boom, bang, boom, gone.
Bing, bang, boom.
I can't even fold my wallet shut.
Can't what?
I'm getting my wallet. I fold it shut and it springs back open. Yeah. Hardly do it out here unless you get a picture of it.
Right.
Oh, God, it's funny.
Right on.
Then I go home and give it to Mama. She puts it in a pig.
Well, I thought we'd stop by and say hi before the battery dies, and I got to shut everything off.
Yeah.
Good morning, Larry. Welcome to the Lou and Mike Show. Thanks for joining the broadcast.
Well, that looks weird when you do that.
Veneziano.
Look at how it...
He just jumped in.
Oh, he's in?
Yeah, he's on right now, yeah.
Well, tell him I'm here. Say hi.
Oh, he can hear you. He just heard you say that. That was Bill Highcotter telling you hi, Larry.
I can't hear him.
No, he's not talking. They don't have the audio turned on.
But he can hear.
Oh, yeah, he can hear you. There's a little bit of a delay. If the answer's going to come through, it'll come
He's
through in
about
a minute.
my age. We're almost the same age.
Yeah?
I'm 83. I think he's pretty
Yeah.
close. He was the first guy I started trading with and stuff.
Yeah?
Out of an old bottle magazine. There was no magazine.
OBX, Old Bottle Magazine.
Yeah.
Is he the one you told me the story about? You used to sell the milk glass to, and you'd send him a box of milk glass, and he'd send you a box of other stuff that they couldn't get out there.
A box of Mickey Mouses.
There you go. Yeah. Right on.
And I'd always send him a baker's dozen, 13.
Yeah. Now, how'd you get 13 to fit in a box that only holds 12, Bill?
Oh, there's a way. The box, the boxes in were you just wrapped them up in a lot of stuff.
Oh, you just stuffed it in.
No dividers, and boy, it didn't cost hardly anything. You'd mail a big box like that, or not quite that big. $8.
What?
Now it'd be 30 or 40 or more.
Wow.
Back when we started trading, hell, it was almost free.
Shipping basically came down to background noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Cool. Beautiful venue, Bill. Take it easy. We'll talk to you again in a minute. Let's see what else we got going on here.
And then you just have
Oh, the raffle table's filling up. Let's go see what's been donated for the raffle. Oh, looks like Alondra put in a Coke bottle. Yes, she did.
It's a keep your change in there.
Oh, it's a piggy bank. It is. Look at that.
Does that hold money?
Yes, sir. Somebody carried it across the border from Tijuana, my daughter.
Oh.
In a car. No, she jumped the fence with it.
Porterville State Hospital.
Let's see.
I was expecting.
Porterville State Hospital.
Look at that.
So somebody's hand engraved on that
Look at
letter. Porterville State Hospital with a number.
With the number.
Serialized, no less. Yeah.
I'll tell you, my next door neighbor in Porterville used to work at that hospital. There aren't any good stories.
And then there's the other place in the back, which is like a high security for crazy, really crazy.
That's where a lot of the bad things are. I've seen many bad things, I just don't describe it.
Oh. We got a carboy. 13-gallon carboy. That's an interesting shade of sage. That's an interesting color. Hey, Doug, I wanted to welcome you back to the Lou and Mike show and ask you a question I don't think I've ever asked you before, and that is, how did you get interested in collecting bricks?
Got interested in collecting bricks because I was working in Riverside, California on an archaeological project, and we were actually excavating pottery kilns, late 1800s, early 1900s, and noticing a lot of the bricks within the kilns were fire bricks that had branded marks. And then a lot of these bricks were only coming from about 20-30 miles away where the factories were. That's how it happened.
Wow.
And so I actually started taking some home.
How many did you get amassed right off the bat?
Probably started with about 20.
Yeah.
And then it's just been a slow progression, slow hunt.
Sure. Now, I've walked your property before you had the high water a couple years ago, and I noticed that you had a lot of bricks incorporated in your landscaping.
I still do, but a lot of the brick and bottle walls that I had are not there anymore. They went away in the flood, but we're going to rebuild.
Right.
We'll get it back.
Right on. Well, we were glad to be able to pick something up. Lou and Mike show grabbed that one at the railway station there halfway across the United States and add to your collection. So.
And that is a beautiful paver.
Wasn't that fun?
I've never seen that one before, and
I'm glad.
It's going to last another 100 years.
Oh, we're super happy to be able to add something new to your collection, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Michael.
All right. Thanks for taking time.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Thanks for the show.
Everybody came up to talk to me because they hadn't, a lot of the people that were there hadn't seen me for a year. And this girl comes up to me and so I could be at the softball game that night. So he cost me and my friend.
But I may have had her back to 40-some years. Young lady. Oh, no.
I'm about to ask about this. What are we looking at here?
It's 2 meters, meter covers.
Interesting. So somebody who has electric meters that they could possibly replace a non-purpled lens with a purpled lens.
Right.
Wow.
I bought them. I used what I could, and then now these are spare.
Yeah, and these are the kind that have the wing nuts on the front.
Yes, sir.
They go for the meter with the wing nuts on the front. Wow.
Old school.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
So if you've got a meter that uses wing nuts and you'd like to take off the non-purpled lens and put on a purpled lens, look at that right there.
You won't tell.
Cool beans. Who doesn't like purple doorknobs?
Those are pretty dark too.
They are pretty dark,
There's only one that wasn't, but that was
right?
pretty nice. Wow, those are really dark.
Yeah, they are. Isn't that just ripping? Yeah.
They get a lot darker. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good. That was tone.
Somewhere outside. Do you think this is it? Did you? I don't know where you got this, but where do you think it was to get so dark?
I have no idea. You think it always takes
Pretty.
Because one's going to be light, one's going to be
Yeah,
dark.
that's what they
I see that all the time. These old homes.
What do these go for?
30 or so.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Depending on the depth of the color.
Beautiful teal. Yeah.
I love it. Trying to get this out so you can see it.
Every time I see this commemorative,
You get hungry. Huh?
I think the flavor of an orange creamsicle
Yep,
back in the day.
that's it.
The Good Humor Man. I can taste the orange creamsicle when I see this color.
I always got the sidewalk Sunday, but I did like those. And the push-ups.
And that's the Fresno National.
I don't like eating ice cream out of a toilet paper dispenser. You know? Just gives it an extra little kick.
It kind of takes the joy away.
That's right. Ron, what do you have on that one?
I think I was going to put 15 on all those.
Okay. That's cool. Fresno, California. 1987.
Yeah, that's. I don't read a lot of those. This one was unique. I really like that one.
Right? That's a swirly.
I didn't know they had swirls in them.
Yeah.
86. Long time ago.
Yes, sir. I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance
I
and
thought Don was here.
maybe they'd be happy for a while.
Thank you.
Everybody loves purple. That looks like a stacker pin right there. Yeah.
You would know.
Smokey McLaughlin. 164. Good shape. Man, I don't even... You know, you look at that insulator and you think, that's common. But I can't remember the last time I saw a Smokey McLaughlin 164.
I don't know why. I grab them when I see them.
Yeah,
I've got 6 or 7 of them. I figure that's enough.
I'm gonna go ask Bob. I'm gonna bring this back in a minute.
Probably tell you what you want.
Let's see where can I find him? There he is. There he is. Let's get the expert opinion.
It's not clear, it'd be sage.
I picked up 2.
It's not clear. It's smoke. It's smoke or yeah, smoke. It's a good price. They go for about 35.
That's what I thought. It's not that common a piece.
No, it's double that.
Yeah.
They go 35 to 40.
Yeah.
That's a good price. You gonna buy that? Yeah.
I think I am, unless you want it.
You go ahead if you want it. If you don't, I'll buy it. Because I know I can put that on. I can put that on Icon tomorrow and get 40 for it.
Woo.
No shit.
Well, I thought I'd just hang it on the cross arm out back because.
Smooth base.
Yeah.
It's too good to hang on a cross arm. I wouldn't hang it on a cross arm.
All right. Well, give me $15 and I'll go give it to him.
Put some cheap ones up there.
I figured it was a good one. I saw it. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, they go 35, 40 every day. You got a fiver?
I don't. Let me see if he'll give me some change. I'll be back.
Just bring it to me. I love these cables.
I'll go ahead and take that Smokey McLaughlin. You have 5 change?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Is that what I had on it?
Huh? You need the label off it? Okay.
No.
Yeah. All right. That was 15 on it, right?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, it's worth twice that.
I thought that might have been a good one. You just never know. You just never know. Well, we've had a couple of great interviews, and I suspect my battery's getting low, and the last thing I want to do is have the battery die on me, so I'm going to let you guys go. Hey, Mark, how you and Heather doing up there? Halfway up the hill. Penryn, I think, right? Well, that looks like Craig McLaurin. If I recognize people from the back, let's see. Is that Craig? It is. Look at that, Craig.
Mike.
I'm well, sir. How are you? Good to see you.
Hanging in there.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, we're trying to get signed off here, and I keep seeing new things and seeing new people. So, and we've got more folks bringing in to set up still. So we'll have to find her a spot. I'll give her a hand. And I think this table right here looks like it's available. Sure. Can we make a hole right here? All right, cool. Right on.
What's this one for?
Yeah?
Just for Donnie?
Huh? It's for her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Nice green.
Good afternoon.
You got it? All right.
My dear thing.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, yum. Yum. I'm following the grapes.
You said that yesterday. You said, hey, those grapes look good, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. All right. The Merzoians have been in grapes. That was their thing. All right. Easy drive down?
Yeah,
Cool.
fairly easy, but it seemed like a lot of traffic at
It
6:30
is.
in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah, it was nuts yesterday too. Lou and I both had a combat to get
At least
home.
that's Friday.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Well,
Saturday morning, you'd think all the drunks would still be asleep and everything.
you'd think. I don't know. What the heck's going on? We're living in a crowded city now,
Yeah.
I guess.
We need more freeways here.
Right.
Or we need a bullet train.
Oh, that's what we need. We need that like a bullet in the head.
They said the Continental Railroad was put together faster than what we've done, this one in California for, what is it, 35, 40 miles?
Man. That's cool. That's puce with streaks, hand blown, probably Mexican, open panel, but still, beautiful hand blown piece right there. Man, look at that. If you like puce, that's a killer bottle. That's fun. That's fun. Huh.
Oh boy. He doesn't want to be noticed.
No.
No. Where's Riegelman? I wore that just for him today. Where's he at? Where are you? They had to go to a USC football game today. They didn't want to. Dare them. They didn't want to. They wanted to come here. But
You see, I can't sign off because every time I go to sign off, I find something more to talk about and somebody else to say hi to. So we got to try. I don't want the battery to die. So I'm going to go sit down and talk to Lou. Lou, how's the show going?
Doing very well.
All right.
Bits and pieces, slow but sure.
Onesie twosie.
It's
All right.
load here.
Right on. Well, we're going to sign off for now. Thank you all for watching the Lou and Mike show. Ben, Kirsten, good to see you. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Y'all take care. Don't work too hard. And hopefully you too can find a whittled Johnny Ball somewhere in your neighborhood. This has been live coverage of the 2024 25th anniversary Hummingbird Hollow at Porterville, California. Anniversary Insulator show and sale. Anniversary Insulator show and sale. Thank you all for following the broadcast, and we're going to let Alondra wave goodbye to us as we sign off today. Thank you very much. Bye.